All right, everyone, welcome to the Sabre Show Live, where we control our own narratives and have the conversations that we need to have in order to empower our community. I'm your host, Miss Sabre.
Yada.
Sean.
I really commend you for remembering that every day.
And
I feel like I would have fumbled that.
Welcome.
Single show.
Well, how could you forget the best show in the movie?
No, I'm talking about the whole intro.
Yeah.
That joint is so lit, but I feel like I'm just that absent-minded that I would be like, yeah. Hey, look, we here. Hey,
I fuck it up sometimes, but look, welcome to the best show, the greatest show, the most entertaining and enlightening show in the DMV.
Breakfast Club featuring her though.
I know. But yeah, so y'all, let's get started. First of all, we took a week off. How was y'all week? What's up?
It was stressful.
It was what? Stressful. Okay.
I want to drop out so bad, but
No.
I'm there, so I'm at the cusp.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and ride it out.
How much longer do you have? She got us in school, y'all.
I'll be done in December.
Oh,
That'd be.
Right, the way last year flew, it'll be right here.
It's about to be February. It was just like New Year's Eve yesterday.
Right. Yeah. I do
keep
feel
pushing. Keep pushing.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah, you'll be there. In 2019 is your year. It's too early to be saying talking about 2019, but I feel
that's
you.
That's my glow up year.
Yes. What about you, Sean?
My week was amazing. I'm sitting here with you two queens, so it's
Thank
even
you.
more amazing. I made up that word.
You were saying
Yeah.
that. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah, I don't have bad days.
Yeah.
That's all he asked.
That amazing girl would have been word of the week, but word of the week is me 3, but we'll talk about that later. Word of the week, me 3. We'll get to that a little bit later on. I had a pretty good week. I mean, it was chill, cutting hair and doing my thing and all that good stuff.
Or whatever.
Right, your fiance and it's like my daughter, she's 2, so she turned 2 on Christmas Eve.
Is she really too young?
But
I feel
no,
like
she's 2. But look, a spirit has came over her. Like she's horrible. Like that's
they call those terrible too.
Yes, but you don't see it coming. Well, you hear everybody say it, but she seemed normal. And then literally 2 weeks ago, she became possessed, and I don't know what's going on.
Yes, it's your turn. I'm sorry, I dealt with it.
How long does it last though?
So they're probably 18.
It's pretty much downhill from here.
Honestly, when terrible 2s, you can still when kids get older and really start getting mouthier because when at that age it's kind of okay, you're doing bad stuff, you don't know any better.
Yeah.
When you're 10 and that doing what you're supposed to do, it's okay.
No, that's when the elbows get from, and that's just what that is.
I'm not ready, but you got to keep it going. I don't know. It just was a sudden change. It wasn't before. Some people say it happens a little bit before 2 or at 2, but I guess that's final
she
time.
found
a month
switch.
after.
She flipped it.
Yeah,
and it's lit.
And it's lit.
Now, since you have a son and a daughter, was it different?
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean, it wasn't really that bad for me.
Wow.
To be honest, my son was really, really energetic. He just was all into stuff. And weirdly enough, I know this is gonna sound weird coming from a black parent, but he's one of those kids that timeouts really worked on. I never really had to whip him like that because he wanted to run around and get into stuff so much, and I'm like, nope, you want to sit still. And every time he get in trouble, I make him stay still for longer, and it would drive him insane. He would behave himself.
All punishments are different because kids are different. It's not a one size fit all.
Yes.
My daughter, she gets into stuff, but it's her terrible 2 thing is oh no, Riley, don't use that one. Get this. And she goes, stomping her feet and falling out. And it was what the fuck did that come from? She is possessed.
You just got stone cold.
Yes. Sometimes I be trying to keep from laughing, though, because it's so hilarious. How she'll burst in tears for nothing, but I have to be serious.
Not sometimes you really just gotta laugh. Sometimes it just shuts them right up. They're no, this was the reaction I was trying to get.
I armpit cuff my kids. That's when they know that I'm serious.
Okay.
So this part of your when you get right.
I'm really taking
You ever get your kid right here? Listen.
See, with my son, I used to just count to 3 and he knew what was going down, and I'd be like 1, 2, he'd be like, no, don't say 3, don't say 3. But like
She's not
Journey,
there.
Journey's like a riot. So like she always ends up swindling me into laughing at what she's doing.
Gotcha.
Like she gets out a lot of punishments. Like not now because she's older and now, go to everybody. But like in the past,
Wow.
like she really got out of so much stuff because she would make me laugh. Like, and I'd be like, you know how you try? You can't even like look them in the face because you gotta go to the bathroom and get the laughs out before you come out with them because,
Yeah.
like when she wrote me that note and said, "Eat my dick."
Wow.
She was like 6. Somebody at school, kindergarten class because she had just turned 6. Yeah, somebody at school had taught her that phrase. And she didn't know what it meant, and she came home and she's one of the kids that likes to write me notes that says she loved me and stuff. And she literally wrote, "Eat my dick. I love you. Love, Journey." And I was like, oh, she wrote me a note. She's like, "Here, mommy," and I'm like, oh. Like I had to go to the bathroom, and I was facing a towel, crying, laughing, and I had to come out and explain to her, "No, this."
Wow.
That's hilarious.
She wrote it in pink and everything. "Eat my dick." I was like.
But she meant well though.
She really did, and she was so like devastated when I had to tell her no.
That's hilarious.
Cause she felt like I got finessed. Like somebody at school really got me.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not ready. But let's shift gears a little bit. Have y'all heard about? Do y'all know about Aziz Ansari?
Yes.
That's
he's
my guy.
Oh my God.
Okay, so wait, he's a Muslim comedian. He got all these awards last year, for breaking the barriers for people who are Muslim and from Middle Eastern countries, really breaking into the industry. Because if you thought black people didn't have enough roles, just wait until you get down to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga from Harold and Kumar, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah. So he got a woman who came out with that whole Me Too movement and saying that he sexually assaulted her.
She blows me. I want to punch her in the throat because literally, okay, you had a bad date. Let's just call it what it is.
She blew him and then she.
Far be it from me to negate somebody's sexual assault claim, but I'm like, bitch, I read this account and it just sounds like the date didn't go the way you wanted it to. Because you're saying things like, oh, yeah, we went to his place before and we had wine and I didn't get to choose, and it was red, and I don't like red. I want it to be white.
Right.
My thing is, he sexually assaulted you, but you gave him the dome twice. How? He should have read my body language. You should have said no.
But she called him nonverbal cues to say that she didn't want to be there.
Hey, you trying to get this? No, I'm not. Sorry. And then anything beyond there that's in the, opposition of what you're saying would be considered assault. But I feel like if a nigga say, hey, you trying to give me this neck? And you give him the neck, I'm gonna assume that you're with the shit, ma'am.
Because unless he has your head, you're voluntarily doing that.
My thing is, you voluntarily let him eat you because he said he gave you the dome, and then you topped him off. Maybe it just wasn't what you wanted it to be, so now you regret it. But it's like, what is this? One
thing that she said that stuck out to me is she said that, oh, you're just like the rest of them. So I guess she was expecting him to be Captain Save-Em and not like how most entertainers are, which is, oh, you with it? Like, let me smash.
So had me in, I was like, she kept saying he
does come off as a nice guy,
but finger in my throat and then playing with it. I'm just like,
wait, what?
She said he was like putting his 2 fingers like in his throat and like laying up his hands and then like playing with it and then putting his fingers in it. And I'm just like, you're letting this. This is my thing.
Wait, is that a thing?
I've never.
Everybody got their own thing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
My thing is, you gave him the dome twice, and this is the thing. You said that you told him basically like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this or whatever. Maybe let's chill with our clothes on. Yeah. And then it's like, I thought maybe he sat on the couch and I sat on the floor, and I thought maybe he would like play in my hair or rub my back. So it's just like, okay, bitch, is it Uchiwali or is it one mic? Either when I'm touching you and feeling on you, playing in your hair, rubbing your back, or you want him to get to refresh.
You know what Drake just said in that song? Don't come over at 6 a.m. just to cuddle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You hear me?
I mean, that too. And don't get me wrong, because like I said, I'm never gonna, as men, don't just make the assumption because she's
just
there.
He's there.
But
right.
ladies, come on, let's not send these mixed signals either. I always say this, like, if you have to put yourself in the best position. You can't play with people. And it's not to say that makes it any type of assault right. It doesn't make it right. 100%. But it's like, at the same time, like we said before, I'm not walking down Barry Farms at 2 a.m. with 3 stacks.
But he did say, hey, if this is uncomfortable for you, then it's not going to be fun.
Right, it's not fun unless you're comfortable. And you still stuck around. So you're letting him feel like, okay,
he did what he was supposed to do.
And I don't feel like he maliciously hurt this woman or did anything. I feel like the night didn't go the way she wanted it to go.
Yeah.
I feel like she thought because he was
she had an opportunity.
he was different.
Yes.
And he still wanted to smash like other niggas want to smash. And I feel like you let him smash. I feel like you was with the shits and now you regret it because you thought something would pay in from it and it didn't.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know. But I feel like it's not assault at all.
She saw an opportunity to get in the spotlight. And she used this.
I feel like you a cold Bama for doing that because every time someone does some salty ass shit like this, it just makes one more female who really got assaulted feel like they don't really want to come forward, and that's what makes me mad. It's like, stop playing. Like, okay, you got smashed, you was with it. Unless that man grabbed you by your throat, the back of your head, and forced you to fillet him, sweetie. Yes.
I feel like first of all, I appreciate Ashley Benenfield on CNN, and for all those people out there who think that we're racist, she's white, by the way. So I appreciate that from her. She did an open. What? Yes. People think I'm racist for sure, but people always call this show racist. But whatever. But she's white, and she did an open letter to the so-called victim of this bad date or whatever. And I just think with all these exaggerated stories of some women basically describing a bad date is going to hinder the Me Too movement from the people who it really is for.
Right.
And you shouldn't just hop on for a check because, let's be clear, a lot of these women are going to the press before they go into the police. So they want to check more than they want to
You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing.
That's a good point.
So I just think that this is kind of dimming the light on this movement. And it's pretty much dying.
I feel like you just wanted to embarrass him. For real.
And get money.
Objective was to get money. Capitalize off of embarrassing him and making it seem like, girl, he didn't know what he was doing. He did this and he did that, and I was not with a girl, but I sucked his dick twice. So, girl, he still fucked. At the end of the day, I hate to be that person, but he did. But I feel like you're trying to embarrass him, and I feel like that's lame because it completely negates a lot of these, you know what I'm saying, claims for people that is supposed to be, you know, kind of
women and men.
What fellas need to do, honestly, they need to save up their money, get $2,000, and get a sex doll.
Why did I know you were doing this?
First of all, before we get that's I don't know if that's good advice or not, but before we get to that, just to close out on this, Hollywood is a wicked place. They use sex and all other, demonic things to get to people and get people to do for them what they want them to do. Because in Hollywood, it's filled with actors and comedians and singers and all that stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't agree with it.
Wake up well after the fact and decide, damn, I think that might have been so. Like, what?
I just think that with the platform now and the society is now, especially in Hollywood, if you've ever had sex with a famous person, that you kind of have a chance to get some money.
Right.
So
it's like, remember that time
because they might settle
17 months ago? I feel like you might have raped me now that I think about it. 17 months
because some people think because you settle or give someone money that you're guilty. You might just not want to go through
because you get branded. It's a stigma attached with it. So now when I search your name, those allegations come up and they just don't want that issue because, like we said, look at Nate Parker.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And he was acquitted.
Right, he was acquitted, but still, what happened? You try to drop a movie and it's not supporting that rapist, but what? You get branded.
I agree with Dave Chappelle when he, on the second, I forget the title of it, on the second stand-up he did with Netflix, the one he was in LA, he was basically saying but women who are being affected by this Me Too movement, they are going about it all wrong because you're taking down individuals, which doesn't take down the system that people benefit from. So if you just make everybody scared, all the men scared, that'll wear off. Fear of it wears off eventually, and then business as usual. You have to go to the core of it and not just these individuals, because like you said, people just being scared doesn't last for a long time. And he was like, well, ask black people because we've risen up. So, with years and years of fear.
Stopping y'all hoes from getting tricked on like y'all want to.
You know what I was thinking about when I'm glad that women, and I know this is probably easier said than done, but you know how they tried to show unity by all wearing black? Mm-hmm. How about if every woman in the industry didn't show up to that award show?
True.
There'll be some change. Where would we be without women?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
they want their awards though. That's the thing. They want their awards. They want to make a statement. I mean, it's a cool statement or whatever.
They still want to get the award.
Just like the march they had. They had a march this weekend. I really can't keep up with all that feminist shit because y'all know how I feel about feminism, especially black feminism. We not supposed to be a part of that. But I mean, they always going to show those gestures with the sex stuff, and then with the sexual assault stuff, and the pay difference with the men and the women or whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, there's going to be somebody that's going to suck a dick for a role. That's just what it is.
Right. And somebody's going to be the shit. So it's that's the thing. You gotta work more on changing the imagery than actually, or the system itself, than actually trying to, because it's people who don't care. Like, look, I'm here, I'm trying to get this check. I do not have to get this check.
It's funny people. It's most people. I think that's the majority of people.
They make it harder for the ones who really want to stand up for something. But that's, so yeah, it's way deeper than the surface.